Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Friday. It is Friday, February 21st. Hey, I hope you're, I'm sorry, February 21st. It's January 21st. Let's don't get ahead of things, right? Hey, welcome to Friday, January 21st. Dave's still out, but we will talk to Scotty here in just a few seconds. Before we do that, though, hey, let's just walk through again the core retirement design. Hey, help you design the retirement you always dreamed of. It is simple. We help you calculate your personal risk. We help you organize your goals and objectives. We then sit down with you and review those risks, and we review the cost in your current portfolio. Then we help you establish that risk optimized portfolio, especially for you. It's easy. It doesn't take much time. Give us a call at 863-382-0037 to walk through our core retirement design. Hey, stay tuned. Scotty's up next. We'll talk about what's happening in the marketplace.
Well, okie dokie then. 105.7 the Highlands Light FM. 8:41 now. Let's head to downtown Sebring. That's where you'll find Statler Financial Services. Good morning there, Phillip. How are you?
Hey, good morning. I was about to say Dave again. Hey, Scotty, good to be here. Hey, I know you're excited about today, though, aren't you? Because you get to sleep in now.
Dave's back on Monday. Yay! So,
hey, but it's been a good week, man. And however, Dave's going to give me a hard time on Monday, I am sure, because the markets have not really cooperated this week in terms of what they're doing. Let's just kind of start there as to what the numbers look like after yesterday's close, because when you and I started out the day yesterday, Scotty, I thought, man, it's going to be a great day. We started off on the green foot across the board. However, we did not finish there. We really headed south. Some of them headed south about 11. Some of them waited until a little later in the afternoon to start heading south, but they all headed south. We got the Dow Jones Industrial 30 down 0.9% to 34,715. We got the S&P 500 down 1.1% to 4482. The NASDAQ, the big loser of the day, down 1.3% to 14,154. Now, Scotty, what I did was I wanted to go back because I know yesterday we talked about how the NASDAQ had hit correction mode. So, so as it adds on more correction, I wanted to see how close we were to that index really kind of hitting, quote, the bear market number, because that's a 20% or more decline. And we're not there yet, but I did run some of the numbers across the board. So the NASDAQ right now from its high is down 12.6%. So it's definitely well within correction territory. The S&P 500, not as bad. It's down 6.9%. So it's got a little bit more to go, but I got to tell you that, Scotty, we're looking at red ink this morning as well. And then the Dow Jones Industrial 30 is down 6% from its high. So those two have a little room to go, but it may be that we just have a little room to go before they hit correction mode going forward. So I think it's always good to kind of figure out where we are starting from. Economic news today, we've got a couple things. After you and I got off the air yesterday, the existing home sales numbers came out at 10 o'clock yesterday morning. They were a slight disappointment. They were expected to come in at just a little shy of 6.5 million, and they came in at a little under 6.2 million. So that's about a $30,000 miss there, or 30,000 unit miss there. Today we'll get leading economic indicators. That again doesn't come out till 10 o'clock. So that's really all we have on the economic front right now. Okay. Looking, at the market, man, I got to tell you that there was some of the things that caused that downward movement yesterday was a couple earnings reports that came out. I'm trying to find the exact one. Netflix really announced that it was losing. It was having some subscriber issues. They beat on earnings substantially. I mean, they beat by a lot, like 51 cents a share. However, they came out and talked about how they are losing, not necessarily losing, but they're not gaining any users as quick as they expected to be doing. So, so even though their profit was better than expected, their revenue was better than expected for the last quarter. Now, they're looking, hey, look, our subscribers are, they're slowing down because of more and more competition. So, Netflix was first to the game, basically. So that gave them an advantage for a long time. Now they're having to figure out ways to keep that advantage. They are trading down this morning, Scotty, 20%.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. They closed yesterday, and it's a high price stock, right? So they closed last night at $508 a share. Right now, they would open up at $406 a share.
Wow,
so
that's a lot.
Lost
Even I
over
know.
100. Yeah. Lost over $100 a share. So we'll keep an eye on Netflix because they're kind of a bellwether in terms of what all the other streaming services are doing. The other one we had come out was CSX, the railroad company. They beat by 1 penny a share, came in at 42 cents. Revenue beat forecast as well. They're seeing sales growth across all their business lines. As their customers are dealing with all the supply chain issues, trying to figure out how to get stuff to them as quick as possible. But they're still down this morning, again, because of that supply chain, down 3.25% as we get ready to kick off the day. I don't think much is in the green today, Scotty, as I look through everything. The other company, you've heard of the Da Vinci surgical system, the robot that does all the surgery?
The robotic surgery thing,
sure. Well, the company that does that or devised the Da Vinci system is called Intuitive Surgical. And they reported earnings. They beat by 2 cents a share. Revenue top forecast. However, they got a fly in their ointment too. The stock's under pressure this morning because the company did note that there's a decline in procedures using the Da Vinci system. So that's hurt them. And I know that there's some other robotic systems coming out. I know J&J has a couple that are giving the Da Vinci system some competition as well. So the Intuitive Surgical company is down 5.2% this morning.
Okay.
The last one I have for you in the earnings front is PPG Industries, and they're the paint guys, right? They make the paint and the coating stuff. They beat on earnings, and they beat on top line and bottom line, and everything looked really good from that standpoint. However, again, it becomes a supply chain issue. Their demand is weakening for airplanes and automobile production because of that. The supply chain issues is hurting those companies, which is in turn hurting PPG. And so they're trading down this morning a little over 1%, not as bad as the other companies, down 1.1% this morning. So nothing's really looking good this morning, Scotty, as the indexes are really and truly starting to indicate that is definitely the trend today, is heading south across the board.
All righty.
So how's your week been in Dave's seat? Have you learned anything about economics and companies, that kind of stuff?
It just fascinates me what you do. I am fascinated by numbers and things and statistics and how they, indicate reality, if you will. And it just amazes me what you guys do. And I wanted to ask you something, because on the geopolitical front, I know that the markets don't like uncertainty, right? And I keep hearing about this big thing that's going on between Ukraine and Russia, but I haven't really heard anybody talk about what potential effect it's having on the markets. And I would think that would be a really big deal for anyone concerned with that sort of thing, is what it's going to do on Wall Street if there is a big issue there. It's already a concern.
It is a concern from a geopolitical standpoint. I'm not sure how much Wall Street's really paying attention to that specific deal,
Okay.
other than it could really start to, if it escalated high enough, let's face it, if it escalated high enough and the U.S. decided to, hey, let's lend a hand militarily, and then China said, I'm going to raise my hand and I'm going to help Russia, well, we could see some tension. If that tension grew enough, then that obviously would put more pressure on Wall Street with that fear of, well, could we finally go, could we finally, another war break out somewhere? I mean, we've had peace now for so long in terms of an actual war. That would be problematic to the guys on Wall Street. Obviously, as we head forward. I mean, it would just add to all the other stuff we're having going on, right?
Yeah,
COVID,
it's been a
interest
challenge
rates
here.
going up. Yeah, we
Years,
definitely have challenges to go. So,
Right.
hey, so
Okay.
as we get ready to end this week, it does not look good. It does not look promising. We've got the Dow down another 1/4%. We have the S&P 500 down another 0.5%, and we got the NASDAQ 100 down a little over 0.75%. So definitely not a good day on Wall Street. Maybe something will turn it around before the day closes, but I doubt we are going to finish this week on a positive note. So with that, we've got the commodities indexes. Silver's down 0.5%, gold's down 0.1%. Crude oil is down almost 0.5% to $85.17 a barrel. I think that's pretty close to where it was yesterday, Scotty. But hey, look, we want it down towards 80. Really, I'd like it down to 75 or 70, but hey, we'll take what we can get.
Right, exactly. Sure.
So with that, we'll wrap it up. Remind folks that they can get a hold of us at 863-382-0037. We've developed our core retirement design to help you design the retirement you always dreamed of. Give us a call. Let's sit down and walk through your situation to make sure you're ready to retire. And then join us this weekend for the Statler Financial Radio Show, 6 a.m. and 11:30 on Saturday this week, 10 a.m. Sunday morning on Highlands News Talk, 730 and 95.3 FM.
All right. Hey, thank you, Phillip. Enjoyed our time together this week, as I always do, and all the best to you and your family, okay?
All right, buddy, you take care, and it's been great. Hey, enjoy your mornings going forward.
Okay, you bet. We'll see you later. Thank you, Phillip, at Statler Financial Services. I've known Phillip for many years. He's a really, really good guy.
Hey, folks, again, I want to thank you for joining us this week and today. I hope that your week is going well. Enjoy your weekend. I hope you'll join me again on Monday. I'd love to see you. Take care. Until then, bye now.